Hi guys, so this is going to be the first of the magic videos about drawing positivity into your life, bringing in positive energy to balance that negative energy that you wish to banish. So this is going to be my Sparkle In pouch, and I'm calling it that because it makes me smile, and that's all that matters, I guess. I thought it was cool, so I'm going to call it that. I might be completely sad, but there you go. So first and foremost, you want to have all your equipment around you. I have all my herbs on that side. I haven't picked my herbs yet. What I'm going to do is I am going to pick them as they come to me to what to pick, and I will share my reasonings with you as we go forward. So the first thing is to light your favourite incense, which I have some of the Midnight by Nag Champa incense down there burning. I actually want my blessing salt as well, so whoop, ding. Right, so this little bowl is my little mixing bowl, as you know, that the herbs will go in first. For your Sparkle In pouch, you would want a nice white bag. You could also go with purple if you wanted, if you so wished, or a colour that means happiness to you, maybe a yellow, maybe a really light colour. But white or creams or that sort of colour is ideal for bringing in positive energy. And the idea of this is it's a sachet you can carry around with you, similar to carrying around a protection sachet. So you could carry them around both for balance. Now I have a great big chunk of rose quartz here because I'm going to hold it and I'm going to have it sat here so its energies are radiating into the rest of the working. This isn't going into the pouch because obviously it's a great big chunk and it sits on my altar, but it does radiate positive energies. I also have my blessing salt and my normal salt here, both of which will go in. 3 amethyst, now these are actually from the chips, but they're quite big, that I purchased the other day because, like I said in the video where I talk about this idea, amethyst is obviously the crystal that I associate most with. And then a citrine, because it's that great bringer of positive energy. I don't actually have a little bit of rose quartz, otherwise I might have put that in as well. But 3 little chips of your favourite stone and 1 citrine is a good number for you know, being in balance with the elements and whatnot. And then I'm going to put in a rune binding. Now I've actually drawn it out bigger because this is what's actually going in. This is my rune binding. These are the 3 runes that are being utilised. This is what it's going to look like. I have drawn it on this piece of paper in silver with this silver marker pen because silver is a really great colour for that, and obviously the piece of paper is white to reflect the positive nature of white. If you need a really good book for runes or rune scripts, this is the book I've had for the longest time. You can actually see like how beaten up it is. This was recommended to me right at the beginning of my studies in 2004, and I've never felt the need to buy another rune book. It's inexpensive. It's The Runes by Lisa Peschel. She has divination uses and magical uses, and it's a really great book. I've had that for going on 10 years soon. Next year it'll be 10 years. That's kind of scary. So that's the rune binding. And we have at the centre of the rune binding, which is why it's here, is Eurus, to draw in the new situations, new energies. And then next I would have put Kenaz, which is fresh starts and drawing in positive energies. In this, they do have multiple meanings in some cases, but that's the energies that are being drawn on here. And finally Thuraz, which also is for new beginnings, but it also neutralizes negative energy, so whilst drawing in the positive, whilst neutralizing any negative, so it's only drawing in positive energy. And then the rune binding looks like that, and there it goes, and this will be folded in 3 for Maiden, Mother and Crone. Your crystals, by the way, will need to be cleansed, charged, etc. So maiden, mother, crone. Let's, for the time being, pop that under our rose quartz and allow that to imbue. So as we go through, I will just talk about my choices as I make them, basically. So I nearly always start with salt in everything. And I will do 3 little pinches like this for Maiden Mother Crone of the normal salt. And I think I explain this every single time, but it's basically to have the most purified base you can have. Then I'm gonna add my blessing salt. Now, you have to make your own blessing salt. There is salt in here, there is all sorts of herbs in here. You know, there's chamomile, rose petal, frankincense, lavender. There are so many, but it's personal to me, so and the citrine is in there on purpose to imbue it with all the correct energies. Oh, so that can go back. So what can we go through? I think we will have some lavender. Lavender is one of my favourite herbs. It has a really beautiful, peaceful energy, bringing in good energies that are going to bring us peace, basically, and to de-stress us. So that's that sort of positive energy. And cornflower petals bring in happiness. For me, they do anyway. And I'm going to have some ground ginger, because ginger fires everything up. Gives it that extra boost. Very similar to Dragon's Blood resin, which I shan't utilise in this, because I prefer to have that in my incenses when you're actually burning it. Right, I want some dill seeds. Where are my dill seeds? There they are. Dill seeds are great for happiness. I think they are anyway, so dill seeds. And that's what dill seeds look like in the packet. I'm just going through my herbs, and this is how I choose my herbs to go in. I just go through what I have and what resonates with me at the time. That's how I always do it. Sometimes I might look up something to make sure I'm not completely off. Let's have some chamomile. Chamomile is good for positive energies within the home, as well as on the person. They have a very meditative property, so what else have we got? Well, I'm going to put Angelica in because I always do. It's my herbs, so that's a good point of reference probably. I mean, if you have a herb that you work with all the time. Now I'm going to put a few elderberries in. Healing, abundance, that sort of positive energy. We put a little bit of frankincense in, yeah. I'm sure there's some smaller bits we could just utilise. Yeah, it's just for their purifying properties. That's great. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. You can't actually see what I'm doing at the minute. I'm just looking through my herbs. Well, rose petals are a great bringer of positive energy, of that loving, gentle energy. So let's have a good pinch of that. One more, 3 pinches. There we go. Let's have some vervain. Vervain's a good one. Vervain I've been working with for many years. It's a great purifier, a great positive energy herb. So, vervain. We've got to have jasmine. Jasmine is the happy herb as far as I'm concerned. Let's get some of the looser bits rather than the big petals. There's one flower in there. Isn't this looking beautiful at the minute? Let's have a star anise. Star anise is a beautiful herb. It makes me very happy. I think it's very, very spiritual. That can go in whole. You don't need to be crushing all these up when they're going in a pouch. It's, you know, not essential for them to be crushed up. If you're limited on space, you might do red sandalwood. Brings in a loving energy and disperses anything negative. At the same time, I don't know if I want... Oh, let's have some yarrow. Yarrow is good for courage and love and those sorts of energies. So let's have some yarrow. That's yarrow. Is that everything apart from poppy seeds? Actually, let's have some orange flowers as well. Orange flowers are good for luck. Good luck. Positive energy. It's gone very dark in this room. All of a sudden I think the weather's turning. Oh, just what you need when you're recording. So I'm doing this all as I'm just finding them. Yeah, so I actually want mint as well. I'm just, by the power of editing, going to go find my scissors because they've gone for a walk. So, by the power of editing, boom. Okay, so we're back, and I realised I wanted another herb, as well as the 2 I mentioned a minute ago, which is catnip. And I'm going to have 3 good pinches of catnip because it's a really wonderful herb for happiness and good spirit attraction. It attracts good spirits. As in within yourself rather than spirits. Makes you happy. Catnip that makes you happy. Right, so after that we're going to have some mint for happiness as well. Then I'm going to add some white poppy and some blue poppy seeds. with a warning about poppy. You're alright with the seeds, but be very careful what you're doing with anything else. Do not ingest most bits of the poppy. It is poisonous. It does of course have sedating properties within magical properties, but this is just going in a sachet, and I'm going to power of edit again and turn the light on because the weather is going darker. Okay, so I've actually lit the working candle now. So that's our herbal blend for happiness. And you would want to imbue this with all your energy, like sort of visualizing yourself laughing, being happy, white light surrounding you in your home, and just imbue that with all of that energy. Okay. So the first thing to go into your white pouch would be your rune binding. And then your crystals. And then you're going to place your herbal mixture in here after you have imbued your energies with it and maybe done an invoking pentagram over the top. So I'm going to do that off camera and then show you what it looks like all in one. Okay, so all the herbs are in the little bag now, and I imbued them all with the energy to be positive and whatnot. And then I would take the item and draw it in a pentagram, an invoking pentagram over my working candle. And then I will probably leave this little bag next to the rose quartz to imbue for a little while between the two. And then seal it, tie it 3 times, and then you have a bring the sparkle in, bring the positivity in sachet pouch that you can carry around with you and draw good energies to you. So I hope you enjoyed that. Many blessings.